Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Flame in the Flood. I've been meaning to play this game for some time now. It was in early access for a good long while and is now fully released. They fully launched it, so it's out of early access now, and it's ready to go, I guess. Anyway, it's a roguelike river journey, apparently, through some sort of like backwater, forgotten part of America or something like that. Anyway, it reminds me a little bit of Don't Starve, maybe more so sort of like Shipwrecked, I guess. But it definitely has its own sort of mechanics and everything, which we'll see. I've played it for about half an hour already. I'm by no means good at the game or even ready to go, but we're going to do it. We're going to go in and we're going to start a new campaign. Yes, okay, that's fine. And we are going to play on Traveler. It's recommended for new players, which I still am. Checkpoints, normal abundance of supplies. That's fine. I mean, maybe we can try Survivalist at some point, but for now, Traveler's okay. But the thing is, we'll still play it like one life mode, right? We'll play like a permadeath. So if we die, we won't restore from a checkpoint or whatever. We'll restart, but we'll still get the normal abundance of supplies or whatever. All right, excellent. Let us do it. We'll play Traveler, and we will hope that we can survive this whole... Look, the dog. It looks like a little donkey. Just stole the pack from the skeleton. Whew. Whew. It's always fun starting a new game, isn't it? God. Like I was saying, it's kind of meaning to pick this one up, and I'm kind of glad I did, actually. It's pretty good so far. So, this is our character, who is named Aesop. Apparently there's like two ways to pronounce that name. Anyway, I think we'll stick with Aesop because there is an A in there. And I feel much more comfortable pronouncing it Aesop. Anyway. Aesop discovers, of course, that there's a radio in her bag. And her dog wants to listen to Barry Manilow. Aesop does not want to listen to Barry Manilow. Anyway, we have to go find this radio signal, apparently. Alright, so here we are at like an abandoned scout camp, I guess. We have a staff with a can of Coke that has a light in it on top of it, which is pretty good. We can find out about some survival info. Would we like to read this? Scout Basics, Player Inventory. Okay, I think we can pretty much open up our inventory. I mean, it's kind of like a little tutorial, right? But... I mean, who likes to do tutorials? Certainly not me. Alright, let's examine this. Camp Pinewood, a fine home for a spell, but it's time to move on and see where this dog came from. Maybe there's someone else out there. Ooh, maybe there is. Maybe we will find out where this dog came from. Wouldn't that be interesting, dog? Where have you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Dog? I mean, this is meant to be a... Here, look, you can shoo these guys away. I think they drop feathers sometimes, too. I think all the time they drop feathers when you shoot them away. So we have like an attack with the old staff. Do that with space. We can search all of these boxes. Look at this one. We got a jar. We got a water filter. We got a splint and rags. We're going to be taking all of that. Water filter schematic has been added to the journal. And look at this. We've got some water here. So I think what we should do is we should fill up this jar that we got, right? Because we have to survive out here. Let us move it to us. Yes? Is this clean water? Oh, the bag is full. Why do we have all this stuff in the bag? We don't need this to be in the bag. Let us move this to us and use it. We're using the jar. There. We filled it up with polluted water. Heavy with chemicals, contaminants, and bacteria. Drink at your own risk. Okay, I guess that's because we didn't want to use the water filter. Anyway, we now have a jar of really crappy water, which isn't the best. Maybe we should have tried to use the old thingamajig, but we didn't. Quick use info. Okay, great. We have consumables and stuff that we can quick use, like on a hotkey here. Look at, see, we can like flick between them. Like we have a splint and we have some polluted water. I mean, maybe we can give the polluted water to a bear or something. You know, kill the bear if we encounter a bear. I'm hoping that we don't encounter a bear. All right. You got these mailboxes which give you like quests and stuff too. Basic tools. Okay. And let's also see if there's anything to collect from in. There's nothing to collect in here. Oh, look. There's a river info board here. Steer and paddle hard. Rafting. Okay, so rafting is like a big part of this game as well, which we're about to find out. This is how you get from place to place, right? And the whole point of the game is that you journey down the river. So I think we've collected everything that we can here. We're full on sleep. We're full on heat. We're full on water. And we're full on hunger. So this is good. We're off to a great start. We've started with everything that we need. Oh, look, we can examine this. Cleaned this place out long ago. Nothing left but dust. All right, fine. I mean, maybe we could collect some of that dust and put it into a jar, though. Because you never know when that might be handy. We might have to just eat like a little sprinkle of dust later on. Or not. Okay, fine. Let us leave on our raft. And the journey begins. Aesop and Dog's journey down some haunted river in the middle of like Louisiana or wherever we are has begun. We're going to find out where this dog has come from. We're going to find out if there's anyone else left out there alive. So I'm guessing there's just been a big flood and we just have to survive this big flood. This is kind of cool, actually. This whole mechanic is pretty neat. So you go down the river and the current sort of, you know, takes you, because we're on a raft, right? We don't want to crash because we don't want to damage the raft. So you have to be kind of careful. But interestingly, there's places that pop up along the way, right? That you can stop off at to get more supplies or whatever. So you sort of like, as the game progresses, I guess, develop like a bit of a shopping list of things that you need. And you have to be really careful which place that you choose to get off at. Because you can only ever go down the river. You know, you can't like just decide, hang on, I need to go back upriver. You can't paddle against the current. So normally like, you know, 2 or 3 places will present themselves while you're making your way down here. And you can only go to one of them. And then once you leave, the other 2 are lost forever because you can't get back to them. So you have to be really careful which one you choose. I'm not sure which ones are the best to choose yet. I just sort of go with the ones I feel like, Jesus, we're gonna crash. Oh my god, the dog. St. Anthony's Bend. Deep country, farms, camps, and a lot of wilderness. Okay, well, I mean, a lot of wilderness we can deal with. Farms and camps, probably pretty good too. And gigantic floating stumps of, I guess, trees and barrels and other shit as well. We need to be careful of. All right, so finally, a place has presented itself on the map. Now, we have to decide which way we're going to go. Do we want to go to a teepee? Or do we want to go to a forest? Or do we want to go to a forest, like, further down the way? And this place may already be lost. Like, we might not even be able to get to it now. Because, oh no, we might actually be able to. Okay, fine. I guess we're going to a forest. I just sort of, like, started beelining towards this place. Oh, look. I think those are some supplies that we can get. But, okay, we've made this. We almost missed it. Alright, let's dock and see what it's all about. We're entering Lake Forest. It's light on supplies here. It's just wilderness. Light on supplies, heavy on bears. And maybe raccoons and other things. I mean, we're out in the wild though, right? There should be some nice, like, aloe vera plants that we can pick up. Maybe some mold so that we can make some penicillin. It looks like there's just a big pyramid of barrels here, which would be handy to take with us. I mean... Oh, look, some garlic. What do you think of that, dog? We got a little bit of garlic. Maybe we can make up some sort of sandwich or something. Have you ever had a garlic sandwich before? I mean, if you're really hungry, you'll eat just about anything, right? What about a sandwich with dust? You see, look at these little rabbits, too. You can get these guys. I think you can make traps later on in the game. We might get to that. We may die before we get to that point. We'll have to see. Anyway, let us pick whatever we can off the ground here. Actually, should we just check to see quickly if we can craft anything yet? We can make a braided cord, a useful material for crafting trip lines and snares. We currently have 0. We craft these using these cattails. Clean water. Oh, of course. Okay, I can make clean water now that okay, let's do that. Let's get a supply of water going, right? Great. And we can make tinder as well, so that we can make a fire. We might as well turn like 2 of these cattails into 2 tinders if we get some flint later. Look, you can make some clothes, clean water and stuff. We can make like bandages and dandelion tea, which sounds really good. Penicillin too. And we can make weapons and stuff too. We just need to find like some flint and stuff. And of course, we can kill a rabbit too. All we need is one live rabbit. And then we can kill a rabbit. Alright, well, I think, sadly, we've picked this place clean. And probably we've chosen the wrong place to come to. This is the wilderness. There's like a little shack here, but it doesn't seem to be much else. There's a couple of rabbits that I can't quite kill yet. Because they're too fast. Like, see, look, they get away. We definitely need a trap. I mean, we might be able to just like... Oh, look at this one. Doesn't have a hole. Hey. No. Come here. Did I get him? Can I get him? Is it possible to get him? Hey, get back here. Oh, look. There's only like one hole. These guys can't get it. Hey, get back here. Oh, okay, fine. Maybe we do have to trap it and then kill it. I don't think we're allowed to just like bludgeon the rabbits to death with our bow staff. That has a... Or had a pop can on it. Where the hell did the pop can go? Oh shit, did I damage it? Now we don't have a pop can? Alright, so another thing that you can do here is when you're on the dock, you know you have like these different inventories. Like you have like Aesop's bag, you have a backpack that's full of stuff. But when you're next to the raft, you can actually store stuff on the raft. So like, I don't think we'd want to like leave a splint on the raft necessarily. This is probably something we want to carry around with us in case we get injured. But like later on, if we get some stuff where we can repair the raft, we'll probably just leave that on the raft. There's not really much sense carrying it around, right? Anyway, dog. We're ready to move off. We really need to be careful that we don't crash as well. We want to try to make sure that the raft is in good a shape as possible because we're going to be spending a lot of time on this bastard. We're going to be spending... Oh, I missed the shopping cart. We're going to be spending oodles of time on this thing. And we don't want to drown. We don't want to die on the raft. Do you think we can make this? Like, we can do like a little boost, but no. See, the current's too strong. We missed that other forest. Not that there would have been anything there anyway. Okay. So lucky for us, we're still okay in the hunger arena. We're still okay in the water arena. We could do with a little bit of sleep, but it's not crucial right now, and we're warm enough. But maybe it gets colder. Let's loot this. What did we get? A bandage. And a torch. Oh no, we got alcohol and... Oh, that's it. We just got some alcohol out of that shopping cart. That's not too bad. So I guess we use alcohol for bandages and for a torch as well. So I guess a torch is just a bunch of bandages rolled around a stick with some alcohol on it so that you could light it up. Okay, cool. Anyway, we continue traveling down the river towards a marina, I guess, where we can repair the boat. There's a camp over here and what looks to be some sort of like farm or something. Let's try to get to here. I mean, we gotta like sort of steer in to account for the current, but we may be able to make it. Okay, we've made it. Fucking sweet. Necotania, a source of wild food and clean water. Okay, this could be good. If we find some clean water, we can have a nice drink, right? Oh, look it. And there's some corn here, too. Fantastic. Okay, we can make like some... Wow, there's a lot of corn here. All right, perfect. We will never be hungry again. We can make many corn cakes with all of that corn. What'd you find there, dog? Anything? Oh, the feather's right here. Okay. We have the feather. We have the corn. Ah, nice. We have a new task here as well. A yucca harvest. What the hell? What the fuck is a yucca harvest? Collect 10 yucca, a hardy tuber. It'll keep for a good long time for when food gets scarce. Okay, that's good to know, actually. Ash cakes. What's that? I think I can make those with the corn that I just picked up. The old radio is still working. You just need to get close to the source, maybe find high ground to hear the message clearly. Okay, that's like the main part of our journey here, I think. Basic tools, craft a stone knife and a stone hammer. No problem. Well, maybe. And we've completed nothing so far. All right, great. Should we see if there's anything to collect here? There's nothing. Once again, dog, we have been screwed by Lady Luck, I guess. There's nothing in that mailbox. It could have been something cool, but there's nothing. Oh, shit, look. Looks like there's somebody's house here. And there's an old swing, too. It's a wonder this hasn't crumbled to dust. Well, it's made of rubber. It's been a long time since this swing brought joy to anyone. Okay, well, we can change that. Dog, are you ready to get onto the... What the hell? Escape. Oh, Yes. Okay, great. I just had to press it like a million times, but it did finally work. All right. Let's pick up this feather. Let's get the dog onto the swing. And we'll take some flint, too. We actually need this. Oh, okay, here we go. We got a well, so we can drink some water. Okay, so we'll drink it. And we still have our 2 full jars of water as well, which is pretty good. What are these? Like panels for the house? Okay. What's in this box? A jar, another jar, and some old lumber. Okay, our inventory is totally full, so we're going to have to do a little bit of inventory management here, which is something that you end up doing a lot in this game. What do we want to do with this corn? What do we want to do with any of this stuff, actually? Okay, well, we can move this stuff to Aesop because we can stack it like that. Where the hell? Do we still have some of that left? We got some garlic. We should probably... Can we stack these? No, we can't. Okay. We're going to get another jar, though, right? From here. And some old lumber. The old lumber, I think we can leave on the raft. Oh, look, we can actually go into this house. Okay, sweet. What we'll do, though, is... Oh, I already drank the water. So that jar is just going to have to stay empty. Let's open this and see what's in here. Maybe we can have a sleep in here. Oh, we can. Okay, let's loot the house. A fishing line and some more old lumber. Okay, nice. We're going to need to get that fishing line because I think that's going to be handy. Especially for, like, when we're on the raft. All right, cool. Do that. Take the fishing line, please. And try to get the dandelion that's growing underneath the house, apparently. Can't quite get to it. There's definitely a dandelion. Oh, yeah, we want to do some sleeping too, right? I think we probably should. Yeah, let's sleep. Okay, great. We feel fully recharged after having a sleep in somebody's house. But they don't live in the house anymore, so it's totally legal. I don't know if you're familiar with Goldilocks and Three Bears, but that whole situation was illegal. Because there were currently people legally living in that residence. Aesop, however, is out here in the middle of some flood-ravaged part of the US of A, where people have abandoned their houses. So the legality of all of the stuff that she's doing right now is she's probably in pretty good shape. All right, let's move this lumber to the raft. So the lumber we use to actually repair the raft, right? Used for sewing and stitching up a wound. Okay, that could be handy. What else do we want to sort of leave on the raft? Do we want to leave alcohol on the raft? I mean, that could just be like a beacon for somebody to steal the raft. Rain is coming. Oh, shit. The rain to the wind said, "You push and all pelts. They so smote the garden bed that the flowers actually knelt and lay lodged, though not dead. I know how the flowers felt." Robert Frost. Oh, shit. It's Robert Frost. Oh, my God. As rain gets closer, seek shelter and wait for it to pass. If you get wet, use a shelter or kindle a fire to dry off. Wait for rain to pass before using the campfire. Rain will extinguish flames. All right. Well, I think we're going to have to go back to this house to shelter from the rain. Because if we get wet, we're going to get miserable and probably die. And that's not something that we want to do. So let's sleep here for some more time. Even though we don't really need the sleep, we're going to be pretty hungry when we wake up. But the rain has passed and we're in pretty good shape. Was there a fire around here? Anywhere? I mean, I should probably make my own fire at some point. But I could do with eating. Not so much drinking. Eating definitely, though. All right, anyway. Before we were rudely interrupted, we were doing a little bit of inventory management on the raft and deciding whether or not we should... You know what? We're going to move this alcohol to the raft. Because we need to... We're going to move the splint too, okay? The likelihood is that... Oh, we now have flint and tinder. So we could actually start a fire in a fire pit. Was there a fire pit up here? Sorry, this is important. We need to cook some food and eat. You know, like I'm not wasting time on purpose. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell we need to do. Was there a fire pit here? No. I don't see a fire pit. I probably have run past it like 20 times now, though. Knowing me. No? Is there one like up here or something? There's a well there, but... I wonder if the well is replenished now after that rain. I'm not sure. Okay, fine. We'll move on, and we'll try to find a fire pit elsewhere, and hopefully we won't starve to death. Yeah? Okay, actually, before we move on, let's end there. Shall we? But we'll be back today with more. My plan is to sit down and play this through unthrottled I want to immerse myself in this game and fully play it until we die or we finish it. That would be great, wouldn't it? And then we can just like come back and see or whatever. Anyway, Flame in the Flood. I hope you enjoy that. Stay tuned for more. There'll be some more today, probably tomorrow, or whenever. We'll just we'll get through this and play it and enjoy it. It seems very, very good so far. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm enjoying it so far, and I can't wait to see sort of what happens later on as well. So there you go. Excellent. Well, as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.